There, it's Sydney with Tastefully Frugal, and today we're going to be making the third project out of the Pretty and Pink mystery box. We are going to be making this super fun Blending is My Cardio zipper pouch. So these zipper pouches can be used as pencil pouches, as makeup pouches, as catch-all pouches, really whatever you want to use them for. But today's project, we're going to make it into a makeup bag. And not only are we going to show you how to work with multiple types of iron-on or HTV for this project, I also want to show you how to take a single layer image in Design Space and make it multi-layer so that you can do different colors. It's a question I get asked a lot, especially in our Cricut Joy group, is how do I take this one color image and make it multiple colors? So I'll show you in Design Space how to do that. It's super easy. And then I'll also share with you tips on cutting the different types of HTV we're going to be using. So there's two types. We're using 3 sheets. 2 types of HTV. We're going to be using the Caesar Easy Weed, and then we're going to be using the Caesar Twinkle, which is the glitter HTV. I absolutely love this rainbow color, and I think it turned out, it's a really small design, so I don't know if you can see it, but I absolutely love the color of the Twinkle, and I will definitely be sharing more projects with the Twinkle HTV where it's a little bit bigger so you can see the full range of colors and glitter. But let's first go ahead and hop into Design Space, and so I can show you how to change that one layer image into multiple layers, and then we'll start cutting. Before we get started, I am going to use the Cricut Joy again for this project, but you can use any cutting machine. We'll just be doing it on the Joy. So let's hop into Design Space.
Okay, so let's go ahead and add our image in Design Space. I'm just going to go to Images and then search Blending is My Cardio, since I already know what image I'm looking for. And it's this first image here. We'll just select it and then click Insert Images. Once we have it added to the canvas, what we will see here, we only have the one layer. Let's go ahead and we're going to duplicate this so we have 2 copies of it. And then we can use the contour tool, which is down here in the bottom, far bottom right corner. And we are going to take out the pieces that we don't want. So the first thing, so this duplicate here, I'm just going to keep the center part, the brush. That's what we're doing with that rainbow HTV. So I'm going to go through here, the contour layers, and just get rid of all of the other pieces. So we're just getting rid of, I sped this up so you guys didn't have to watch the whole process. But we're going to get rid of all of the letters and then all of the flowers around it. And then just click the X and you'll notice that it changes. I did change the color of that to gray so I know what color to cut it when it's on the mat. I made another copy, and on this copy we are going to get rid of everything but the letters. So we're going to keep Blending is My Contour, but we're going to get rid of the brush and all of the flowers on this one. So we have that there. And then finally on our original copy, we are going to get rid of the letters and the centerpiece and only keep the flowers. And then also where the brush is going to be the same color as the flowers. So like the background of that. So we're going to go through and contour all that, and then we'll just move all of the pieces on top of each other to make sure that they're all lined up equally. I did change the color of the flowers so that they cut on a different mat than the words do. So we have those aligned. And then it looks like I did miss a piece of the contouring on the grayer. I forgot to take it out. So I just opened the contour window again and took care of that. And then we're going to move over our Blending is My Cardio, align everything centered. And then I measured the bag and about 3 inches wide is going to be the ideal height or the ideal width. So we're going to change the width of all the layers. You can see in the right hand panel, all of them are selected as I'm changing the width. So it changes them all equally, and then we'll click Make It. Now, because we are using the Joy, we'll be prompted to select what kind of cutting we'll be doing. We're doing it on mat since we're not using smart materials. And since we are using HTV, make sure to mirror every single mat. So once we have everything mirrored, we'll click Continue. And then let's go ahead and head over to the Joy so I can give you some tips for cutting these materials. Make sure you always remove the plastic cover when you are doing these cuts. And when you are working with HTV, you always want the shiny side to be down. Now the glitter, this glitter rainbow, you'll want to cut on glitter iron-on. The other two, the 2 pinks, you can cut on everyday iron-on and they cut perfectly. Also remember, when you're working with the Joy, when you load the mat and then to start cutting and unload the mat is all done in Design Space. So make sure you either have your computer or your tablet or your phone right there with you as you're crafting so that you can unload everything in Design Space. Another time-saving tip, if you're using the same material in Design Space, click Remember Material Settings, and that way you don't have to choose the materials every single time. Once you have everything cut, we will weed our designs. I really love this pin pen from 143 Vinyl. It makes weeding super easy. And then this vinyl scrap holder, the ring I can link in Amazon in the description of the video. It makes when you are weeding these little pieces super easy too. But as you can see, this is a really small, intricate design, and the Joy cuts it perfectly. And that's really one of the reasons I love the Joy so much is it makes cutting small projects super, super easy. And this pin pen makes weeding them even easier. But once we have everything weeded, we are going to get ready to press our design. Put your Easy Press mat in your bag and then turn your Easy Press Mini to the second setting. You can definitely do this on a larger Easy Press. I just think the Mini is easier because of the zipper. You make sure with the Mini, you can make sure that you have a full press on your HTV. Then just line your design up and move the Easy Press Mini around. I only press for the first layer about 5 seconds. That way, since I'm going to be pressing it 2 more times, I don't want to over press it and ruin the adhesive. So I'll do another 5 seconds on that rose gold, and then last we will be doing that glitter HTV. And this one I'll do for a full 10 seconds on the entire design just to make sure everything is on there good. And then you'll just want to slowly peel back the transfer, or not the transfer tape, the backing, and your design is done.
So as you've probably noticed, the projects that we've been making out of the Pretty in Pink mystery box have been pretty basic. When I was putting together the supplies for this box, obviously I wanted to go with supplies that I love, and I'm a huge fan of the color pink and all the supplies I included, but I also wanted to include supplies that are really easy to use for beginner Cricut crafters. So the projects that we're making really are great if you're just learning how to use your Cricut. I also wanted to include some Design Space tutorials that show you how to use Design Space and feel more comfortable in Design Space. These are questions, so the projects that we're making answer questions that I've seen a lot in our Cricut Facebook group. So if you have any questions that I didn't answer during the video, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I have linked everything that we used in the description for this video. I'm also going to link our Cricut Design Space and our Cricut Joy playlists on YouTube in the video. So if you want to see more projects or if you have more questions, take a look at those. They might answer those for you as well. And there is a discount code for 143 Vinyl, so you can save some money when you're buying these supplies too. But if you have, like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I would love to have you subscribe to Tastefully Frugal for more Cricut tips, tricks, and tutorials. Have a great day, guys.